Okay, so we are approaching to Warsaw runway 15 on the approach of the LIMP 3 Papa arrival, and the transition level is by ADC. It should be today around 80, and we have the first limitations point 220, following by two others 230 and 250, so I should reduce my speed immediately to 220. And next we have a Subek Erlek Kimku Whiskey 616 and Whiskey 616 to Osnut at around 3000 feet, and the minimum sector altitude is 2400 feet at this place, so more or less that's our situation right now. So what we have done now, we are descending to the destination airfields. Weather conditions are good to land. It's around 180 degrees at 4 knots, and wind is variable between 150 degrees and 210 degrees, and there's a 10 kilometers broken 900 feet, and temperature is 2, dew point is it's 0 actually, and the QNH is 1019. There are no significant changes, so I hope our landing will be quite smooth. I didn't check yet the VATSIM traffic, so let me do it, so will be no surprise for the others about my landing position. Yeah, I'm definitely flying with a high speed, much above my limitations, so we will be starting descent and in around, yes, we will do it the speed 220. I think we will take it 210 now, and we'll use a speed brake definitely to reduce our approach speed. So currently we have no traffic either in the air, at the airport, so anyway I will announce sort information about our descent. Let's look more carefully about the arrival. So we're descending to 3000 right now. So it will be left hand side circuit. Speed brake is up. Okay, we will do the 2000 feet per minute descending. So the transponder, the TCAS, it will be below altimeters. Right, 0. So QNH on standard it. Altimeters.
Passing flight level 100.
Thank you. You have control.
I have control.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
So this will be a standard arrival on the RNP approach on the runway 15 with the speed limitation, and we check that all the minima are good, and this is an LVP Cat 1 or AirNav 15 approach, and we are expecting to have this approach without any more complicated things. In and around of the airfield on the left hand side, after we have the city side, so we are not turning to the left by any circumstances, and then climb straight ahead on heading 147 to Whiskey Alpha 697 and climbing to 3000 then as directed in case of misapproach or go around. Okay, we have to use the more speed brake. We are definitely very high on speed on approach. Speed here should be 210. Oh, okay. So on the other hand, any questions?
No questions.
Okay.
Let's run through a brief for the arrival. Aircraft technical status is good. Nothing to preclude doing a normal non-precision approach. With all of that in mind, the weather is fine all around and there's no reason why we cannot commit to a final reserve if need be. There are no NOTAMs to affect, so the big picture is good. Threats for today, not MSA for the stars as published. Waypoints, vertical restrictions, and the minima are as indicated on the chart. The missed approach is confirmed and available in LNAV if required. In the event of a missed approach, I will call go around flaps 20. You will call positive rate and I will ask for gear up. We will retract the flaps on schedule. The approach will be flap 30. Plan on using idle reverse. With the auto brake off, we will vacate the runway and taxi in as assigned by ATC. Engine cooldown times are 5 minutes, so we need to start the clock as we vacate the runway. Any questions?
No questions.
And that completes the brief.
Okay. Pro checklist. Descent checklist.
Recall. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Check. Flaps 1.
Notes.
Check.
Flap 1. Auto brake.
Level 2. Check. Check and set. Set and check.
Landing data.
Set and check.
VREF 30. 143. Radio minima. 200 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
1019 set.
1 1019 set. Approach checklist complete.
Landing and turn off lights on. Flaps 5.
Flap 5.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 10.
2500.
Gear down.
500.
Okay. Flaps 20.
Flap 20.
Flaps 30.
Flap 30.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist complete. Runway.
Check. Continue. Warsaw traffic Qatari 261 heavy short final on R&P approach runway 15.
1000.
Check.
Five hundred. 500. 400. 400. 300. 300. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 200. 200. 100. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 30. 10. 20.
Speed brakes up. Reverser's normal. Knots.
After landing procedure. So it was a relatively long landing. This runway, as you see, it don't have any left exits on short, except of runway 1129er. So it's a quite a long trip to cargo. To vacate to the left on hotel intersection. Taxi and turn off lights off. Taxi and turn off lights off, doors to manual.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated while we taxi to a stop and the seatbelt signs are turned off. Cabin crew doors to manual, please. I'm ready for the checklist.
Shutdown checklist.
Parking brake.
Set.
Shutdown checklist complete.